When it comes to the strongest names in the Naruto world, one cannot overlook the Hokage, such as Senju Hashirama, Tobirama, Professor Hiruzen Sarutobi, or the Yellow Flash Minato Namikaze. For any Naruto fan, the Hokage are always symbols of strength and admiration. But imagine if they had to face Pain, the one who once defeated all three legendary Sannin. Have you ever wondered what percentage chance each Hokage would have of winning? Pain is not someone easy to deal with. Even ninjas so strong they seem invincible can fall to him within a few techniques. On the other hand, certain monsters could make Pain wary. In this video, I will provide a detailed analysis of the battle between Pain and each Hokage, with concrete examples, giving you a perspective you've likely never seen before. In reality, Pain consists of 6 bodies controlled remotely by Nagato, implanted with chakra receivers to share visual information. Each of Pain's bodies can share its vision with all the others in real time, rendering attacks from blind spots meaningless. Even the Byakugan becomes ineffective against Pain, creating an almost one-shot combat mechanism for anyone facing him for the first time. Moreover, Nagato is a descendant of the Uzumaki clan, possessing immense chakra and the ability to sustain all 6 combat bodies continuously without fatigue. Thanks to this power, Pain becomes one of the most dangerous threats in the entire Naruto universe. Let's analyze each of Pain's bodies. Deva Path Tendo, the leader of the group, possessing Shinra Tensei and Bansho Tenin, capable of immense repulsive and attractive forces. Prita Path Gido, known as the Wall of Despair against ninjutsu, capable of absorbing any technique. Naraka Path Jigokudo, extremely dangerous, able to consume souls and resurrect destroyed Pain bodies. As long as the Naraka Path exists, Pain functions like an immortal zombie army. Animal Path Chikushodo can summon numerous summoned beasts as reinforcements. Asura Path, a combat machine with countless deadly mechanisms far ahead of its time. Human Path Ningendo possesses the ability to read memories and extract souls instantly, a nearly guaranteed lethal attack. Overall, Pain operates like a perfect RPG team. Physical attacks, absolute defense, healing, summoning, and jutsu destruction, all coordinated seamlessly with almost no vulnerabilities. Witnessing Jiraiya being pushed to the brink gives a sense of just how dangerous Pain truly is. So how can one defeat a game-hacking group like Pain? In reality, without prior information, only characters of Rakudo level stand a chance. There are 5 key strategies to confront Pain. Disrupt the shared vision system. Like Jiraiya once used barriers to isolate the animal path and destroy it, you must separate the bodies and create one-on-one situations or directly interfere with their visual network. Naruto once used smoke bombs to blind Pain, but this only worked because he understood the shared vision mechanism in advance. Order of elimination. If the Naraka path is not destroyed first, all other bodies can be resurrected repeatedly. This is why precision in strategy is critical. Overcome the Prita path. Ninjutsu is useless against this body, so you must rely on strong taijutsu like Gai Sensei, Genjutsu, or surprise attacks while other bodies are distracted. Counter Chibaku Tensei. The immense gravitational pull can lift the terrain into the sky. In the story, only Naruto in Ninetales Chakra mode with B and Edo Tensei Itachi could destroy its core. To do this alone, you need overwhelming firepower. Locate the real Nagato. Even if you destroy all 6 Pain bodies, the battle isn't over until the real one is found. Jiraiya killed the animal path, but when Pain attacked Konoha, it had been replaced. Naruto only won because he sensed the true location through the Black Rod's chakra. Naruto's victory relied on multiple factors: information left by Jiraiya, support from Katsuyu, prior damage inflicted by Konoha's ninja, and most importantly, the mental strength and belief Jiraiya instilled, which compelled Naruto to use Rinne Rebirth to revive everyone. Without any of these factors, Naruto would not have had a satisfying ending. This also emphasizes that facing Pain alone without any prior information would force even the strongest Hokage into an extreme battle where a single mistake could lead to defeat. Pain is truly the ultimate test in the Naruto world. So the question arises, what if Jiraiya were replaced by the previous Hokage, each facing Pain alone? As a Naruto fan, I'm going to analyze this right now. The battle takes place in Amegakure village, and just like Jiraiya, the Hokage would have no prior information or preparation. First up is the battle with the god of shinobi, Senju Hashirama. To be straightforward, Hashirama's win rate is 100%, and there's almost nothing to debate. Hashirama possesses the unparalleled wood-release Kekkei Genkai, his body infused with Hashirama cells containing an absurd amount of chakra, and he also has an automatic regeneration ability similar to Tsunade's rebirth technique, effectively making him a mobile fortress. Compared to Pain, Hashirama's base power is overwhelmingly superior. During the 4th Great Ninja War, Uchiha Madara, even using only his true body, soloed and defeated all the tailed beasts. Yet even with his Mangekyo Sharingan and Kurama, he could not surpass Hashirama. Pain, who only possesses roughly half of the Ninetales chakra, would have virtually no chance against Hashirama. The difference in tier is glaringly obvious. How would the battle unfold? Pain's shared vision system, his strongest weapon, would be entirely useless against Hashirama's wide-area attacks. Simply unleashing Jukai Kotan, or Shinsu Senju, would transform all of Amegakure into a massive forest within seconds. The enormous tree trunks would block line of sight, preventing Pain from coordinating or predicting attacks. Whether the Pretapath, Gakido, could absorb wood-release techniques remains uncertain, but even a momentary loss of vision allows Hashirama to launch a series of devastating attacks such as Shinsu Senju or Myojinmon, enough to wipe out all of Pain's 6 paths. Many might point out Pain's terrifying super jutsu, Chibaku Tensei Rinna Rebirth, whose colossal size makes even Kurama look like a pet. In the story, only Naruto, in Tailed Beast Mode, and B, alongside Edo Tensei Itachi, were able to destroy it. So with continuous attacks from Hashirama's thousand-handed Buddha, powerful enough to break Madara's Susanoo, Chibaku Tensei would undoubtedly be obliterated. Additionally, Hashirama can immediately activate Sage Mode, allowing him to track Nagato's true body just like Naruto. In fact, Hashirama could confront Nagato directly on the battlefield and, using his spiritual enlightenment techniques, as he did with Sasuke, could persuade Nagato to voluntarily surrender. According to surveys, 95% of fans agree that Hashirama would win, and this is almost universally recognized by the Naruto community. Pain is simply not a worthy match for the god of shinobi. Next is the second Hokage, Senju Tobirama. This is probably the most debated match among the fan community, split into 2 clearly divided opinions. According to my analysis, Tobirama has roughly a 30% chance of winning, that is, 3-7 in favor of Pain. Many might argue, Tobirama can't lose, he has the Flying Thunder God technique. I would also love to see Tobirama slice Pain to pieces with Hiration, but looking at their actual power and stats, Pain still holds the advantage. First, let's examine Tobirama's abilities. He is a genius inventor, and techniques like Hirishin, Edo Tensei, and Shadow Clone Jutsu all have enormous impact. His combat style relies on speed, surprise strikes, and masterful analysis. Tobirama's observational skills, situational reading, and chakra sensing are among the top of all Hokage. If Tobirama faces Pain, he would immediately notice the shared vision system and the Naraka Path's resurrection ability. With his incredibly fast analytical skills, similar to how he tracked Obito using Kamui and other techniques during the Ninja Wars, Tobirama would discover that they are sharing vision after only a few observations. Leveraging this advantage, he could use Edo Tensei as a shield to block line of sight, or use Hirishin to separate each Pain body and take them down one by one, the most feasible strategy to defeat Pain. As for the Pretapath Gakido, who can absorb ninjutsu, even if water release is neutralized, Tobirama still has the Hirishin slash, the Tobirama slash. With his superior speed, he could decapitate Gakido even while Pain shares vision. Moreover, Renden Kibaku Fuda, essentially a chain of physical explosive attacks, can still wreak havoc on the battlefield if combined with Edo Tensei as a shield. It might even give him a chance to eliminate the Naraka Path. However, the problem arises if Pain unleashes his ultimate techniques from the start, such as Chibaku Tensei Rinna Rebirth or the Reincarnating Explosion Jutsu. Tobirama would struggle to react in time. His strength lies in speed and the number of techniques, but he lacks Hashirama's overwhelming firepower. Renden Kibaku Fuda reaches maximum effectiveness only when paired with Edo Tensei. In a first encounter without preparation, Tobirama would be at a disadvantage. If Pain uses Chibaku Tensei, the gravitational force could tear Tobirama apart instantly. This is where Tobirama's true prowess shows. He would immediately retreat using Hirishin, avoid being killed, return to the village to share intelligence, plan, and prepare his Edo Tensei army. With chakra sensing, he could locate Nagato's true body, strike unexpectedly, and quickly end the battle. According to surveys, 72% of fans believe Tobirama would win, but in a direct confrontation without prior information, even he would struggle to defeat Pain. However, considering overall strategy, ninja mission objectives, and careful preparation, Tobirama could absolutely succeed. This is the practical, cold, and efficient style of the second Hokage. Next is the third Hokage, Sarutobi Hiruzen. The outcome depends heavily on which version of Hiruzen we consider. If it's the older Hiruzen from the story, his win rate is only about 10%. But if it's Hiruzen at his peak, young and in his prime, his chance of victory could reach 60% in his favor. First, let's review Hiruzen's power. He mastered all the village's ninjutsu and could use all 5 chakra nature types. Hiruzen can summon Enma, the Monkey King, wielding a staff of lightning for combat. However, the older Hiruzen suffers from decreased stats due to age. Less chakra, only 2 shadow clones, and stamina that quickly depletes. Why can't the older Hiruzen defeat Pain? The reason is the numerical and tactical advantage of Pain. The 6 Pain bodies share vision, coordinate flawlessly, and absorb or repel all incoming ninjutsu. With reduced stamina, the elder Hiruzen cannot withstand the continuous barrage and would be completely overwhelmed before he can analyze the situation. What about Hiruzen at his peak? While the story provides no direct images, the canon setup indicates that he could use all village ninjutsu, including hidden techniques like multi-shadow clones, giant transformations, taijutsu enhancement, and even the 8 gates or its variants. Imagine Hiruzen unleashing all 5 chakra natures simultaneously to cover the battlefield. Hundreds of giant clones advancing from all sides, combined with 8 gates armor and enhanced taijutsu, a true hell for Pain. The sheer pressure could disrupt Pain's shared vision. Even Shinra Tensei was countered by Naruto using multiple clones, so a peak Hiruzen could plausibly do the same. However, Chibaku Tensei remains a tough obstacle. If Hiruzen lacks long-range weapons with sufficient firepower, the sphere could destroy all his clones. Yet if the clones continuously use high-damage techniques, such as Jiraiya's Fire Dragon Bullet or Inoki-level attacks, there is still a chance to break through Chibaku Tensei. With intelligent observation and battlefield analysis, Hiruzen could identify the controlling body of Pain, creating an opportunity to counter-strategize. In summary, with overwhelming firepower, comprehensive skills, and the variable nature of Chibaku Tensei, I estimate peak Hiruzen's win rate at around 60%. Surveys show 35% of fans favor Pain, while 65% believe Hiruzen would win. And finally, let's move on to the 4th Hokage, Minato Namikaze. The Yellow Flash of the Leaf Village, a fan favorite throughout the Naruto series, has only about a 20% chance of winning, meaning 80% of the victory leans toward Pain. It may sound unreasonable, and many would exclaim, "No way," or think that Minato could easily dominate with the Flying Thunder God technique. I understand, Minato is truly a genius, and anyone would believe he can handle any situation. But if we simulate the battle as Jiraiya first encountered Pain, even Minato faces significant disadvantages. Let's analyze why. First, let's revisit Minato's astonishing stats: mastery of Flying Thunder God technique at S rank, extreme speed that other ninja cannot match, creator of the Rasengan based on tailed beast principles, and exceptional combat analysis. He once understood the mechanism of forbidden jutsu after only a few encounters with the Nine Tails. With such combat IQ, Minato has a major advantage: rapid information processing. Just as he quickly perceived the Nine Tails, he would instantly recognize Pain's shared vision system and the Naraka Path's resurrection. He could use Flying Thunder God technique to leave Pain's vision behind and strike key targets, such as the Prita Path or Naraka Path, or separate each Pain body for one-on-one engagements. However, these advantages alone are insufficient. The biggest risk lies in Minato's combat style based on Flying Thunder God technique. He leaves teleportation seals at fixed points, and if ambushed at one of these spots, failure is almost certain. Pain, with 6 pairs of Rinnegan, observes the entire battlefield, essentially knowing, "I know where you will appear." The situation worsens with Shinra Tensei. If Pain unleashes a massive repulsion attack capable of blowing away the entire ground, Minato's Flying Thunder God technique becomes immediately useless. The worst problem, Minato has no ability to destroy Chibaku Tensei. Even his strongest Rasengan is about the size of a volleyball, far too small to break such a colossal object. If Chibaku Tensei appears, Minato's only option is to retreat. Some may ask, what about Sage Mode? But Minato himself stated that he needs time to gather natural energy. Under Pain's battlefield conditions, performing this is nearly impossible. If there is a single path to victory for Minato, it would be to run while analyzing and tracing Nagato's true location. But in a first encounter with Shinra Tensei, Chibaku Tensei, and a barrage of massive summons, the chances of success are extremely slim. According to surveys, 72% of fans believe Minato could win, but most comments lean toward Pain. Clearly, Minato is incredibly impressive, yet the main character aura can sometimes obscure the reality of his limitations. Finally, comparing other characters who faced Pain in the story, Kakashi without Sharingan would fail miserably, with only about a 5% chance of winning. With Mangekyo Sharingan, his chance rises to around 57%. This shows that even the strongest ninja would struggle against Pain without prior knowledge. Once again, we gain more respect for Jiraiya, who fought to the very end to protect the village. Thank you for watching until now. If you have analyses or opinions about the battle between Pain and the Hokage, leave a comment below so everyone can discuss. Thank you for staying until the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support our channel. Goodbye, and see you next time.